Those falling commodity prices are hurting the railroads. In particular, declining demand for coal has resulted in less volume being shipped. And as we reported last night, that's one reason why a major rail company is reportedly looking to buy up another. Morgan Brennan has more on the potential for consolidation in the industry.
The railroad industry may be ripe for another round of consolidation. At least one company thinks so. Canadian Pacific has reportedly set its sights on a new takeover target, Norfolk Southern. According to reports, the two freight railroads have held preliminary talks, with CP starting to raise funding for a deal that could top $24 billion. Both companies have declined to comment, but it wouldn't be unlikely. Since Canada's #2 railroad's pursuit of CSX, Norfolk's eastern U.S. rival, went off the tracks a year ago. CP CEO Hunter Harrison has pushed for consolidation, arguing it would reduce congestion, particularly in Chicago, a notorious bottleneck, and improve service. Analysts say it could also spur growth, and at a time when the commodity collapse and strong dollar have pressured earnings.
The overall commodity environment, the muted GDP environment that we live in today and could live in for many more years to come has to play some type of role in this. The reality of it is it's very difficult to grow the top line in an environment like the one we find ourselves in.
A deal between Canadian Pacific and Norfolk Southern would create a transcontinental railroad with little overlap and almost 35,000 miles of track, stretching from Vancouver, Canada, all the way to Miami, Florida. But some have questioned whether major rail M&A activity is even viable, including Norfolk CEO Jim Squires, who suggested earlier this year that transcontinental mergers could be a, quote, mistake.
Step one is getting the Norfolk Southern board to agree that this is a good idea at this moment in time. Hunter Harrison and CP, I think, correctly figured that they can't do a hostile deal in this environment, so it's imperative to get the other player to play ball.
And that would be the biggest hurdle, getting a deal cleared by regulators. After several decades of massive consolidation, there are only 7 major rail carriers left, including CP and Norfolk. And that group accounts for more than 90% of industry revenue, meaning a major merger could be vulnerable to derailment. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.